This episode of Tekzilla is sponsored by 23andMe.
I'm Patrick Norton.
And I'm Robert Heron.
Welcome to Tekzilla, hands-on reviews, the latest tech and how to make the most out of the gear you've already got.
Hey, whether you're a beginner or your tech support for your friends and family, if you've got a question about tech or the best headphones you can buy for $23, yeah, we've got an answer for you.
And if we don't, we'll track down someone who does.
You're making me spend my 23 bucks.
Yeah, we talked about them on HD Nation yesterday. I think they sound better than Beats, though there are $300 headphones that sound better than these or Beats, and we talked about that on HD Nation.
Heck yeah, we did. Also, we went over my basically how you do over-the-air digital antenna picks, and we talked about projectors versus LED HD TVs and quite a bit more. So if you're thinking about where to check us out,
revision3.com/HDNation. You can watch, you subscribe. I mean, I'm amazed, man. These are cheap. They sound great.
I'm still staggered by how good that is and how Monoprice seems to be adding every device under the sun into their what they offer on their website. So
Monoprice, they're not just for cables anymore.
Check it out. At Philly Chi tweeted, at Patrick Norton, I already have an iPad 4, but I was thinking about a new Nexus 7 to play with Android. Do you think it's worth it? I'm kind of curious myself.
If you're looking to experience Android in all of its bleeding edge glory, yeah, Google has officially announced the next iteration of their Nexus 7 tablet. According to Engadget, this Asus manufactured tablet will feature a 7-inch 1920 by 1200 resolution IPS screen. That'll give it a pixel density of 323 pixels per inch as a gorgeously detailed video. 1.5 gigahertz quad-core S4 Pro from Qualcomm powering it. That's going to compare with, I think, Adreno 320 GPU and 2 gigabytes of RAM. So this is going to be fast, smoking fast for a tablet. Near-field communication, 802.11n, Bluetooth 4.0, a 5 megapixel camera, Android 4.3, that's the latest version of Jelly Bean. The LTE edition comes with 32 gigs of storage and costs $350 unlocked. So, theoretically, and this is a big theory, you might actually have one tablet that can work on AT&T, T-Mobile, or Verizon's 4G networks. Wi-Fi only versions will come in a 16 gigabyte and 32 gigabyte version. The 16 gigabyte Nexus 7 is going to start at $230, bumping that up to 32 gigabytes is $270. The Wi-Fi versions will be available on the Play Store July 30th in the US, UK, Germany, France, Japan, Canada, Australia, South Korea, and Spain. No date has been set for the LTE version, so we can assume that's an FCC qualification or
I'm a little excited about that.
Yeah,
I'm tempted to pick that up as an alternative just to see how well it performs, number one, and two, if it integrates nicely into a home theater environment as well.
This also means
a big screen device.
Oh, speaking of home theater integration, hold that thought for 1 second. This also means that all of the existing, like we've seen, we've talked about the tablets that are dropping in price. The original Nexus 7's been gone. There are no available for sale. Barnes & Noble started dumping their tablets. You can expect to see a lot of bargains on 7-inch tablets over the next couple weeks, I think. So If you don't want the most expensive, coolest, newest thing, you might want to be looking for a discounted 7-inch tablet from another vendor.
Good deal. Hey, in other Google news, the Big Goo announced a $35 HDMI streaming dongle for HD TVs called the Chromecast. Now, according to the folks over at Engadget, the 2-inch device runs a, quote, simplified version of the Chrome OS, and it requires separate USB power. You connect it to your local Wi-Fi network, and similarly connected devices work with the Chromecast. Now, it's available on Google Play now, but only in the United States. The $35 gets you the Chromecast device itself, an HDMI extender, as well as a USB power cable and separate power adapter. Now, according to Matt Honan over at Wired, it works with Android and iOS phones and tablets, Chromebooks, and the Chrome browser for Mac and Windows. The original device controls playback, so if you want to turn up the volume on your TV, simply turn up the volume on your phone. Pretty cool. Any program that uses the Google Cast SDK can send content. Google specifically mentioned Netflix and YouTube, and says Pandora is on the way. The Chrome browser itself can also sling content via the Chrome tab projection, in quotes there. $35 for wireless streaming dongle. This just screams that our need to get one in and test it immediately.
Do not show my computer screen right now.
Are you plunking down the credit card on it?
Whatever do you mean?
That's a good price for HDMI
it's a good price.
Streaming.
Well, it gets even better, right? Because you get 3 free months of Netflix, which is like, $24 worth of Netflix automatically, even if you already have a Netflix account. So that brings the effective price of it down to $11.
Man, I think this will encourage more people too to bring that computer they already have, especially if it's a notebook or something portable. Get it in the living room, and you'll be able to take content, just about anything you can find in your web browser, and get that on the screen in the living room. And I think that's a great idea for a lot of folks.
Have you ever been curious about your genetic background, about what you might learn about your DNA? I was, and that's why I use 23andMe. 23andMe enables anyone to explore their own DNA. Now, it's based on a saliva analysis of approximately 1 million data points in your DNA. Customers receive over 200 personalized reports that cover health risks, physical traits, carrier status for conditions that could be passed on to children, and tons more. 23andMe first offered their personal genome service in November 2007 for $999, and it only provided 14 reports. But today you can get over 200 reports, all for 99 bucks. Isn't the evolution of technology amazing? Now, it may sound intimidating, but 23andMe makes the whole process really simple. First, you buy a DNA kit online, then you mail in your saliva sample, postage is included, and after a few weeks, you receive over 200 health, trait, and ancestry reports. Heck, I've used it and I can't recommend it enough. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Check out 23andme.com/Tekzilla to learn more.